and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I am excited to be here today. I'm excited to be here with you doing my Mortgage Monday. One of my favorite videos by far is looking at my mortgage, seeing how much my mortgage has dropped based on the normal payment that the bank requires and my extra $550 principal only payment. And I have been doing that since January of this year, at the beginning of the year, and I have been tracking it just to see what the difference is, and it's been a huge difference. We incorporate this into our budget every month. It's automatically done by the lender. I just went in and said, hey, make an auto payment of a principal only payment for $550 every time the mortgage comes out, and it happens all at once, and we are good to go. So I absolutely love that, and it's working out great. So let's go ahead and dive into the numbers. I have my amortization schedule here, which we'll get to at the end of the video, but I just want to look at right here the mortgage that I have written down so far. This is where we ended off in October. Let's get back to the numbers. So in November, our beginning balance is what our ending balance is, and let me zoom in just a second here. Okay, there we go. So hopefully I zoomed in enough for you guys. It may blur a little bit while I'm writing, but that's just because of the focus in and out. I don't really know how to control that. But this ending number here is $250,999.83. So that was the new November beginning balance. Let me write that down. Write down $250,999.38. Okay. This is a finer point. This is a 0.5. This is a 0.7 that I was using before, and that's why it might look a little bit different. Same ink color though. Now for the mortgage, I am going to show you my notes off of the website on this sticky note here. So for November, my mortgage payment is $1,900.17. It dropped from last year because they were charging us too much escrow for our property tax and all that stuff. So the property tax adjustment happened, and then they gave us a new number. It dropped by $27, I think, and 50 cents. So now we have a new mortgage amount. The principal that was due for it within this number, the principal was $304.85, and then the interest we paid was $1,252.91. My mortgage is very new. It's 14 months old, so out of 360 months or whatever it is for a 30-year mortgage, that's just very little time going by. So that's why the interest is still heavy on the front end, and the principal is very low. That will reverse. I hope, as long as I can keep paying the $550 till the end of the mortgage payoff period. This will become heavier and this will become lighter as far as amounts going into probably year 6 or 7. They'll start matching up, and then the principal would get bigger and the interest will be getting smaller. So that is going to be exciting. I can't wait to see that transition. But for now, we're just 14 months into it. We're just going to see what it does right now. But because I add an extra $550 to that $304 principal payment, I actually pay $854.85 in principal payments for this month. So let's go ahead and put this number in, and as you can see, each month it goes up a little bit more because I'm paying down the mortgage so much faster. So $800. I wish it was $8,000. I don't have $8,000 to give. $854.85. Now, if I take these two numbers, and I lost my calculator, I'll just use my phone. I normally have a pink calculator. I can't seem to put my eyes on it right now, so I'm going to use my phone. And sorry if there's a lot of reflection. I have lights everywhere. I might have to hold it up. Okay, so if I take these two numbers here and subtract that from the beginning balance, that'll give me the new balance for the month of November. So that $250,999.38 minus the $854.85 there, and that gives me $250,144.53. I'm at the 250,000 mark. Now, when I got my mortgage 14 months ago, it was 260,000. So I've almost brought it down 10,000 in 14 months. Now, the first 3 months, I did not add $550 in 2022. We just didn't have it available, and I didn't think about paying off the mortgage early until later. But I did start in January. So if we had started from the very beginning, we probably would have been over 10,000 at this point. We're not quite there yet, but we're really, really close. We're like actually $44.53 away of being at the 10,000 less our original mortgage. Our original mortgage was 260,100, and now we are very close to that 10,000 mark. So I am super excited that in 14 months we got $10,000 paid off and brought our mortgage down significantly, because based on the amortization schedule, I would not have paid that much down. I would have paid like $3,000 or $4,000 down, not almost $10,000 down. So that is a huge difference. And when you're paying off a loan, a debt of any kind, and it has a fixed end date, not a credit card or anything where it rolls and revolves every month, but like a car loan, a home loan, something like that with an end date, and you add money above and beyond your principal, pays it off so much faster, and you pay so much less interest on that. So I'm excited about that. I'm going to go ahead and write that number down. Now, I do have a space for interest here, but that is only to show me and motivate me to keep doing this for as long as possible, or until the end of the mortgage, because who likes paying $1,200 in interest? I mean, not me. I don't like it. $250,144.53. There we go. And I'll be doing this going into the next year. I've already kind of got my pages set up and ready to go. But yeah, the interest this month was $1,252.91. There we go. So $1,252.91. But the cool thing you can tell is the interest I'm paying this month keeps dropping a little bit and a little bit more and a little bit more, based, as you can see from the previous month. So though I'm still paying a lot of interest, you can see the interest skips and drops, and based on the principal amount that I actually owe. And since I add $550, that changes this number as well. So I will eventually, at some point, you will be able to see that I have paid off not only my mortgage, but I definitely won't pay as much in interest. I think it's based on, I have the printout with me. Here it is. I will be saving $153,026 in interest if I can continue this all the way to the final payment in December of 2038. And the reason we have this goal is because my husband just turned 50 this year. I just turned 49, and we want to have this paid off by the time we're 65. Or he's 65, and that means we would be mortgage free into our retirement years. And that is the most important thing for us right now. So this is a big payoff goal, and I'm super excited about it. And I definitely love having that mortgage paid off. So now that I have that number and I know exactly where we're at in our mortgage, I'm going to grab my amortization schedule here. And as you can see, I highlight as I go. There was the first start. I actually did this a month after the mortgage started. I wish I had printed it on the first mortgage payment, which was October of 2022, but I didn't. I just wrote it up there by hand, and then I just highlighted, and those were the normal payments. And then this was my first, January of 23 was my first $550 principal only payment, and it brought me down to here. So it keeps shifting 2 or 3 months ahead based on the numbers. Now, the one we're going to work with here, I got zoomed all the way in, so it will blur as I am writing and stuff like that. But here are the numbers. October 1st landed in May of 25. That's how far ahead we paid in October. And I try to get the closest amount to what the actual mortgage is. And because our mortgage is $250,144.53, I want to get close to that. And I see $250,205.48. So that's pretty close. So it bumps me up 3 months again. So I really like that. It's almost been consistently 3 months, but it does fluctuate just a little bit. So I'm going to highlight these three in this highlighter, and we have paid up to that point. So that's August of 2025, and we are in November of 2023. So let's mark this over here, November 1st and 2023. There we go. So this just refers back to when I made the payment, and this is where I am at in my mortgage. So that's what I'm doing here, highlighting and showing how far ahead I am in my mortgage. So if I did not pay $550 extra on top of my mortgage in principal only payments, then I would be, see, November 2023, I would be right here. So I would have $256,347.59 would be my current balance, and that is not where I'm at. Let's see here. Plus 256. $347.79. So the difference between where I am and where I would be if I did not make another, or if I'd never made an additional $550, is over $6,000. So I am over $6,000 ahead in mortgage payments, basically moving things forward by adding that extra payment. There's just so many ways of looking at the numbers, and I really enjoy looking at them and discovering where I would have been, where I am now, and how is it affecting the mortgage, and how my mortgage changes over time. It's always a short and sweet video. I don't know of too many other things I can talk about other than, I paid all the way to August of 2025, and I have almost paid off $10,000 worth of my mortgage in 14 months. So I'm super excited about that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did and it inspired you, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next time. Have an amazing and blessed day. Bye.
I never thought in the wildest dream I'd see you again. Never dreamed about nothing else other than you. I always thought